Okay.
He might.
Doing his roids?
He was pretty buffed up for sure.
They might be going to pull us over.
Sweet.
Give them a reason.
Okay.
No, don't get.
I'm
We don't
being
get
sarcastic.
Left or right?
left. I'm assuming.
Want to go left?
Well, let the cop go
Back
first.
out the way we went, came in.
Okay.
Or not. It's a beautiful Stingray, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Paid by for taxpayers' dollars.
You know it.
Well, you know.
Wow.
It's on the power tour, so.
Wow. Yeah, when you go back out to the light, you're going to go up left.
Head south on Silver Lady Street towards Silver Thread Lane, then turn right onto Silver Thread Lane.
Left.
Cop behind us. Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Left here and then down to the next
Take
light,
the next
another
left onto Missouri 13 Business.
Into and out of Branson West.
That's three turns.
Yep.
2 turns.
In 1,000 feet,
Yeah,
turn left onto Missouri 265 South, Missouri 76
That's
East.
76, and then just that'll run us all the way down past Silver Dollar City, right into.
Now, how
Branson.
much driving are we doing today?
Do we need to get gas?
Yeah, that's what
get
I'm
gas
thinking.
now.
Okay.
Oh, we got.
Take the next left onto Missouri
He did-
265
he did
South,
finally turn
Missouri
his signal
76
on.
East.
He's not behind us. Cool.
Oh yeah, he's following us. But there's another one going over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go use their bathroom.
Oh, yeah, we're pulled over.
We are?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow. Interesting.
Cool. Keep it going.
Oh yeah, we're live. We're live.
Taylor, I gotta pee like a Russian racehorse.
Can I get your name and badge number and your business card, please?
I don't have a business card, but it's Vince Collins, badge number is 303.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I'm pulling you over is a few things. Tags don't check back on file.
Yeah, sure they don't.
I don't know why they don't. You have your registration with you. I haven't asked for it, but
Uh-huh.
then after City Hall called me to come watch what you guys were doing up there, I step in and it reeks like weed.
Oh, yeah, sure it does.
It does.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You're lying.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Why would I be lying?
Because you're a liar. That's why you're lying.
It's 309. Go ahead and start over this way. Hold on, I'll show you. 303 Central.
303, go ahead.
Did you get anything on that plate this time?
Negative, still coming back, not on file.
You listening?
Yeah,
Not on file?
dispatchers lie too for you guys.
Okay.
Evidence says no record found out of Colorado.
Huh.
Let's see, this one is... Oh, this is for the gift sticker.
Awesome. Anyway, so that wasn't you guys smelling like marijuana in that office when you left?
No.
Just so you're aware, it is illegal in this state. This isn't Colorado.
So, but it is legal to steal over $1 million from the city and still have your job, right?
What are you talking about?
There's some videos about the city administrator having stolen over $1 million and caused some problems in the community.
Are you talking about those stupid YouTube videos?
Oh, stupid!
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they
Hey,
called-
do you know what that is? That's actually a grant. That's not our money.
Oh.
That was a grant. The state of Missouri and the federal government paid for that. Not
Okay.
grants.
Oh, so it was the whole
wasn't
country's
taxed on.
taxpayers.
Oh, okay.
The federal government is just creates
MoDOT,
their
you know
own
what
money.
MoDOT is?
They create their own money, or is federal government tax money?
That's paid for.
Okay. Through
The
federal
video-
government, which is then tax dollar money.
The videos you're referring to is all fake.
Oh,
And if you looked into it further than watching somebody's biased videos, you would know that.
Well, we
When you have your license with you,
just had a little time.
1433,
that's actually really funny.
Copy 1433, 67, that was report, thank you.
I don't have my.
So yeah, your city administrator made himself a little star, and he gets tourists once in a while. And he calls people because they come to
And then the
videotape him or walk around a public building.
cops come out and harass people who come here to
You feel
go
like
to.
you're being harassed?
Yes,
by me right
yes, I do. Yes,
now? I'm
I
sorry
do.
you feel that way.
You know what? I think you're lying to me. I bet you're going to go home and go, damn, I got that fucker from Colorado.
Why would I? See, that's the mentality right now that is absolutely ridiculous.
Why?
I have more than my fair right to be investigating what I'm investigating right now. And I'm not being rude or hateful to you. You're the one who's being that way to me. I'm being polite. You're
Yeah.
accusing me and my city administrator of stealing millions of dollars.
Well, it was on the news, right? We
It
saw
wasn't
some
on the
stories
news.
about
It was
it.
somebody that had an agenda. You guys obviously didn't live here. He had a complete agenda against the department in City Hall for crazy reasons.
So we were just visiting, had a nice
that's cool.
conversation.
But the smell of weed, the smell of weed is why I'm stopping this vehicle. Okay, I'm not smelling it nearly as strong standing right here. All I'm doing is going to log this stop.
Okay.
And there will be a report on it.
Okay.
It's being videoed 2 times.
Okay.
Cool.
But
Do you have FOIA forms in the thing, or do it? All right.
here's your
I'll
insurance.
shut up.
Well, I'm sorry you feel like I'm harassing you, but I'm not. But if you have any questions regarding that, you could probably call MoDOT.
MoDA,
MoDOT, Missouri
Department of
D.
Transportation.
Department of Transportation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right back.
If he saw me, he knows me.
Are you telling me I need to shut up?
We're good things.
I really do hate cops.
I know, but we are out of state. We are pulled over. We're having fun.
I'm on their good side for now. I mean,
I don't need
like
to
them.
get you in trouble. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm
The
on
smell
their,
of pot was stronger before we got pulled over.
I changed all my clothes, so I know what they mean. I made sure of that. But I said I lived here since 2000.
Shut the fuck up, Thursday.
Is that what everyone's
it is.
telling me to shut up?
Should have went on the stream.
We are on the stream.
I mean, brought mine out and went into the chat.
Oh, well, you know, you can still do that.
I said I lived here all this life. First time I've been pulled over.
We're breaking cherries all over.
I mean, it is to say the least. Ever. Oh, that one I can't do it. Wi-Fi is not on that one. I gotta use my phone. Stop.
We got our car logged.
Gotta turn notification.
See, what we should have done was we should have stopped and gone and talked to the sergeant and asked him how he was doing. But that's all right.
I wanted to go down.
At least it's alive.
Yeah, we had
At
Mom's
least it's
order. Mom said he smelled weed, so he pulled us over. That is funny. Such is the world we live in today,
Can't
huh?
go.
And then they got all these cars waiting for gas because it's so cheap here. $2.29 a gallon.
And I gotta use the bathroom like crazy. I hope
And he's got to use the bathroom, but we're not gonna.
Oh, you know what? We need to go back to City Hall. I need to drop him a deuce. I got this fuel since this one's so cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll let you pay with.
Mr. Buell,
got
Yep.
back for you, buddy.
I'm sorry you feel wronged by me, but like I said, not harassing you. If you have any questions regarding that airport, that's who I would call. Just like the basis of the rest of his law enforcement stuff are not factual either. But if you looked into it through the state of Missouri, you can see that. Not a
Okay.
video on YouTube.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with? Remember,
Can you tell
I
me
can
the
smell
winning
it.
lottery numbers?
Huh?
Can you tell me the winning
I wish I
lottery
could.
numbers?
I'm sitting here, I can still vaguely, mildly smell it. Weed is not legal here.
I don't smoke pot.
Hey, what's up?
I'm not saying you do.
Oh, yeah. 309. What's going on?
309.
So we have a guy
I'm
come up
leaving
on
the
this
gun. I
side with
called
his
him.
hand on the
I
gun,
thought he called in
and he
309.
sneaks in here with his hand on the gun, and that's how you treat people?
309 used to be in Reed Spring, and I used to live
I
down
asked
there.
him that.
What's going on, buddy?
I did down
So he's got his hand on his gun?
What are you guys up to?
They're my guests from out of town. The blind man
Smell
leading
it?
them to
Yeah.
Branson. They've never been there.
All right, Mr. Mule.
So you're out of
Step
town
out.
from Colorado or something?
I'm local.
Yeah, you want to smoke?
You're gonna come back here and talk to me, buddy. We're gonna fix this one way or another.
What's
Fix
wrong?
what?
You're gonna come back and talk to me
For about what now?
about the marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
Oh, so now, okay. Watch your head, big guy.
Oh.
So who's this guy?
So apparently when you question why a cop has a gun on it, his hand on the gun when he comes to a stop, you go to the back of the car.
Yeah, that's
Just for the record, you are being recorded and it will be used.
okay.
So what you need?
All right, come back here. All right. I can smell the marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
Okay.
Sir, can you go ahead and take your hands out of your pocket for me, please? It's for officer safety reasons.
Do you feel unsafe with my hands in my pocket like this?
Are you planning on doing something to me, sir?
I think I'm a little too old to move quick enough to
Okay.
try anything.
Now, Mr. Mule, I've been polite, I've been respectful, okay? The
Yeah.
marijuana in the office was still strong when I left, okay?
I don't smoke pot.
Okay, I'm not
I don't
accusing you of
believe
smoking pot.
These,
I can smell it. I brought a second guy over here to see if he
I think what the smell is that crappy nicotine crap he's puffs away.
You talk about the vape pen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never. This is the first time somebody's done that in my car. It's a
The
weird
vape
smell
stuff?
to me. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know, but
Okay.
I spent 25 years driving a truck.
I'm not accusing you of being
do-
smoking
do-
pot. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just telling you what I smell.
Well,
Okay. Like I said, I'm being polite. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want. We're not here to harass, stalk, do anything that you're accusing me of doing. But
I just found it strange. If you wanted to talk to me when we were pulling out, you could say, hey. But you come out and then you light up when we're on the road.
right, well, because I checked the tags. How many times I
Central all units code 4.
I checked the tag 3 times, and because I want to verify that it's not stolen or some stuff like that, something heinous, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Before I pull the car over.
As an owner, yeah, that'd be nice if somebody was
Right,
driving
well,
your
for-
stolen car.
For me, as an officer, I want to know what I'm dealing with first, and
Yeah.
it did check back. That's why it took so long, because it wasn't checking back on file, or I would have done it right there. If
You
it had
care
checked
if I
back,
lean all the way on it?
go ahead.
Okay.
Whatever makes you comfortable. But that's where we're at. I smell it in the vehicle, so I'm probably going to ask them to exit the vehicle as well. Okay?
Do what you could.
Okay.
I think it's because
This is the
we're
vape pen?
out.
I'm gonna talk to
We
him.
came out here. We got Colorado plates, and
This is a tourist area. You're going to see 4 or 5 Colorado plates.
how many of them went to the city hall and accused the guy?
How many of them went into City Hall and it smelled like weed and accused us of stealing
See,
millions of dollars?
I don't.
That's well, the smell of marijuana, possibly vape pen, that nicotine vape pen. Colorado too? No, I'm okay. Right. But you're local though? Are you able to step out the car for me? Yeah. Where'd you serve?
Well, I was just in the reserve back in the early 80s. Dad was World War II, that's it.
Sit back here and talk.
What's your name and badge?
I'm Officer Suzuki, badge number 311, sir.
You got a card?
I do.
Okay, steal one?
Yeah, sure. Where are you guys headed today? Just cruising around?
We're supposed to go to, well, Branson, the tour trap.
Okay. Nice.
I don't know.
Are you first time in the city or?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. There you go, sir. Central, all units go for.
I've been here about 50.
You gonna throw a fit if I go sit on that wall?
If you now, go right ahead. Yeah.
Did you? I'm about 15 years here. A long time. Right, that's about how long
I met the sheriff a couple times later. Yeah. When my first one down here, when I first went down here, somebody called. I was a weird person staying in the country mart. You got the call. That's right. That was my welcome here.
Right, so you understand we get called to places. I'm not.
Yeah, I've been at McDonald's. Somebody called in and said there was a weird character. I used to have 22 characters and all that. Somebody said weird character. You guys ever come check me out? And you walk up like, you again? Because somebody just had nothing else to do. Call and say some weird guy hanging out at McDonald's, and I do it every Thursday for 2 hours at a time. I usually not in the place, but you know, I know. I hear the weird calls, but that's the usual ones. All right. But they're tourists, and you know, I know the city hall. I guess I don't know. I wasn't paying attention too much to everything else going on.
City Hall?
Yeah, when we went in there to look at.
Hey, Collins,
Yeah.
check your flag.
Yeah, it keeps coming down a little bit. But, all right, Mr. Mule.
He's like, yeah.
Mr. Mule? Mm-hmm. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I still smell it a little bit, mainly on him.
They ain't nobody.
So,
I was gonna say, there ain't nobody smoking in my car.
yeah, it didn't smell burnt. It smelled like a bag. But maybe it is
Oh.
in his vape
Oh.
pen. But, like I said, for cops, have anything to do with that airport would sound ridiculous. Would it not?
Yeah.
I can tell you, I can promise you, I've never been involved with anything more than about $28,000 a year.
Well,
So,
we just watched the thing last night and about the city hall and
I'm the same. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday about I felt that the community of Branson was wrong in the public because it's at the max tax base humanly possible, and they find ways to weasel it through different sections. So this business section over here gets a higher tax rate, and somehow I agree with the citizens' concern. But on this particular incident here, buddy, it's completely wrong. Because that almost when it was funded and started had zero to do with the city of Branson West. Because how do you think this town could fund that?
I honestly, I haven't
You know
looked
what
at
I
a
mean?
map. We Google map, got here through Google Map. I couldn't tell you how big it is.
Silver City's not in the city, so we get no tax revenue. Silver City, like the theme park.
That's one of the places we're going. That Dolly thing, right? Silver City, isn't that Dolly?
It's not Dolly's.
Oh,
It's owned by the Hershins.
Oh.
But that's not in the city, so we get no revenue from that. So that had almost zero to do with the city of Branson West. And then like the other conspiracy that he threw on there was Indian Ridge. Now that was funded by people from Colorado, and that one of them ended up being indicted for misuse of the funds. But those individual properties were bought and paid for by people like me and you.
who got ripped? Yeah.
They got ripped off. They had nothing to do with Kenny Smith.
All right, that was one of the things I asked him to show me how to. I wanted to go see this because there was a
That's right
video
down there, buddy.
Are we going to be
That's
stopped again for
It's
going
owned,
in?
well, I'll tell you, it's owned by the federal government now. They come in and seized it. You'll see this. The sign should still be
Can
up.
people drive in there, or is it going to cause issues?
You can't get down in there,
Oh, okay.
but you can. There's one little road that's paved that's about maybe a quarter mile long that you can sit up on top of all the things that's been built.
And kind of
And
look
then
at.
and then they used to have the barricades up where you can't get any further than that.
Okay.
I don't go back there. There's no reason for me to, but you can still see the houses and stuff. But
The video we saw there, somebody had walked.
yeah, and he didn't understand that.
I thought it was two different videos where somebody was
Right,
walking
he did
through and
he did like 8, and I'll
Oh, okay.
I'll give Cesar credit. The guy was smart, and the guy could do some great videos, and he was no dummy, but he was wrong. Like those houses that were bought, millions and millions of dollars. Like if you wanted to buy a piece of property out there, you would go to they had like a
the
substation,
trailer,
the trailer
in front.
and you would go.
That's
up
how
there,
they do it in Colorado. They buy the land. You drive in. Here's a trailer, and they try to con you into buying.
Right, and you would buy the property. These people were spending millions of dollars, get me started, and then nothing would happen, and the money was gone. The only thing the city of Branson West did was put in the infrastructure, the sewer system, and then it's been a pain for us ever since. But the city of Branson West saw 0, and we don't even have property tax here. So I mean,
So you wouldn't have gotten in. Oh.
I mean, it would have been good for bringing, business in, things like that, but we don't have property tax here. For a community like this, I think that's actually pretty awesome. We don't do
Yeah,
property
yeah.
tax. We don't have any kind of special tourist tax here.
Like Denver does. Like Denver.
We run based off sole just sales tax is how we operate. And we're not even at the max that's allowed by the state of Missouri.
The state regulates how much a
Yeah,
city can...
state regulates that based off population, I believe. There's some, if you go into RSMO, there's some changes that you'll just see a population. This population will be this percentage. That's usually for an individual city, like St. Joe. It'll be this population, and they could be this percentage. But we're not even at the max that we could be. And so far, the city's been functioning and staying above water through all the problems. I mean, you can tell that it's kind of old and run down and could use some cleaning. But
Better than some of the places in Colorado.
right, but by no means is any, like, for me, when somebody says, I just try to do my job, brother, and I do not harass anybody. When you leave, I already know who you are. I'll never pull you over again unless you're coming through here at 80 mile an hour. And puffing weed out the car.
That car? Yeah. Well, I can't do 80 on the highway.
Well, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You'll probably never have to, you'll drive through and you're
Dude,
going to see me do this.
I don't smoke.
Okay.
That shit's no good for you, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, here, you want to hear the ironic part? My family's from Colorado. I moved from Illinois a few years ago.
Right.
Besides my mother, I'm the only one in the family who doesn't. Look at what my plates say. Toke.
Well, like I said, man,
My family's like, dude, we want your plate. Everyone. I'm like,
hey, and
I really
Colorado
thought they were
did
going
its
to be
own thing.
stolen. I thought the plates were going to be stolen the first week.
For me, when you take, like, to explain, like, the oath, when you take the oath, right? My personal opinion on marijuana doesn't matter. It's just whatever's in the law. It doesn't matter what my personal opinion is. I'm glad Colorado did what they did, and they kind of maybe helped that state, from what I understand, in some ways, and ruined it in other ways.
No, if you ever go there, the first thing I learned, nobody knows how to park because they're all stupid stoned. Those lines, I think they they straddle them. And I'm okay. It's a joke. If you ever go there, and you'll remember, you'll go, that mule guy, he was so true on this one.
Right. But I mean, if you're going to do like a video or research on that, on like Indian Ridge or that airport and where that money went, I'm sure if you wanted to sit down with somebody and ask questions,
Actually,
they
no.
would.
What our day started, we were going. We had seen the thing last night. He said he's never been to the city hall, never seen, and he can't see. I said, I'll go take you a tour. I'll tell you everything we see. Because some city halls we've been to,
Right.
oh, they're all glamorous and beautiful.
Yeah.
And
A lot of wasted money.
good point. And, some of them, Peoria, that
Yeah.
where I moved from, there's ancient. It's marble floors, the old wood, a small building, beautiful little thing. We went and spent longest time. So I told him, I said, we'll take you for a trip over there and go see it. And then we're heading down, playing tours. And then it just happened to be the guy who came in was the guy we saw in the video and made a few comments. and that's that's why I feel
there was.
you guys showed up after that comment was made. Within 3 minutes, we leave.
Okay, now when all that stuff was going down,
And I'm cynical. Okay, I'm an old cynical guy. Okay,
I barely believe anybody, especially when it comes to any kind of government.
Okay.
I've always been that way. And if you look me up on Facebook sometime, we can chat about it.
I don't do that.
But code 4 cancel. Kenny did a really good job. You know my idea, but when that stuff was going down with Shazar, the guy who did those videos, it was crazy. Bomb threats, people threatening the hit him and that group threatening to snipe us from the field across the police department.
Fucking idiots.
And for me, I just do my thing. I don't even know. Kenny's day to day. He's city administrator. I'm just a cop. I just come here and do my job. So
I have a thought. I come with words.
right,
Don't bring a gun to a word fight. Okay,
right.
you don't go. You don't go threaten the kids. You don't go threaten the wife. You don't go threaten the parents. You got an issue. You talk it out, and we will fight it in the court system.
Kenny, I've known Kenny for a lot of years now, and the man's a pacifist. When that stuff started happening, I'm sure that gave him like a PTSD episode. Like, oh my God, here we go. Because he was, people were, the death threats that he got from that stuff.
Did you step on the paint?
Nah, some of that's been there a while. I was out in the woods earlier
Working.
today looking for a guy. But, yeah, I don't know. So when that happened, it probably struck, because he got a lot of threats, and it was based off nothing. Right? Been the guy's like an old hippie.
Who drives a cool car?
He's had that thing forever.
I should have checked this because it was wet before I said. Now, all right. First off, are we about to?
Yes, we are. We
Okay,
can be done anytime you
hold
want.
on,
I'm
hold
done.
on. Will you be a smartass? Will you be a smartass? Because my buddy's recording. When you walk by, just go. If he just shut up, we would have been done. Because it's always they're on there going, tell Dan to shut up. Tell Dan to shut. So will you be a smartass?
Is it going on YouTube?
Yes.
No.
Come on.
No.
You know the hits I can get.
Yeah. And then the phone calls I'm going to get. But no, I
They all
appreciate
know
it, man.
I'm a smartass.
If
Oh my God, this is the first cop I've handshooken.
dude,
Oh my God, they're even here. Wait, pose. We got the pose.
I take my thing seriously, brother, and I don't ever want to feel like if I've wronged somebody, if I've made a boo-boo against the Constitution, violated somebody's rights, that'd make me feel horrible. I don't play that game.
Okay.
Never have, never will.
Okay. Good thing I didn't have my Constitution. I usually have the small one here. Like handing cops and going, you should read this.
There's a lot of us that are firm believers in it, and there's others that don't know it. There's some that blindly know it, that they don't actually ever look into the truth of anything, what they're supposed to be here for. Right? I try to do it the right way, the best of my knowledge.
All right, let me ask one thing, and then you get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Why would my plate come back unknown? Is there a glitch in systems that
I
happen?
would, you know what? To be honest with you, what I think happened
311 status.
is the same thing that happens when I run a plate out of Illinois.
311 Central.
When Missouri runs a plate, or when any state runs a tag that's from out of state, the system might not always pick it up because there's a signal going from here to Colorado. So if Colorado's system's down,
Or they're all stoned and stupid.
then the signal coming back is incomplete, not on file. Illinois is garbage, just horrible. I'll run a plate out of Illinois, nothing. It's almost just get rid of it, like pretend you just don't know. So yeah, a lot of times if I'm running up at 4 a.m. on a car from Illinois, I'm a little, because you have no idea what you're about to deal with, who they are, if the car's stolen, any of it. I don't like
just
the. I don't.
Curious.
In that mentality, do you know that's beat into us, right? And it's a problem.
I guess.
I quit carrying off duty because of that mentality, because it started affecting who I was. It's a small community, and then you start running into people you put in jail, you put in prison, and then you get that all the time where you're always on edge. And then it come to the point that the only way I could change that for myself was to stop carrying off duty and let that subside. Just let it go. That was the only way I could get
You married
rid of
with
that.
kids?
Yeah. But yeah, I hate
might
it.
have a different attitude if I was you about it, but but then I
hated taking the kids to a restaurant and having that 24/7 just on guard. I hated that feeling. I do this for 8-10 hours a day being on guard, and then you take the kids to go do something and you're still on guard. It just like never ends. And I think with the world today, I think people actually forget that it's kind of a cop's life. And then the anxiety sets in, and then all of a sudden,
I do cop watching, and I don't try to instigate you. I just record what's going on,
right?
Or the nature, not nature videos, and I don't think about stuff from the other side. I just, here's this going on, and go on my way.
Yeah,
I need to jump down my.
Go ahead. Well, like I said, if you have any more questions about the airport or Indian Ridge, I don't know who you'd call about Indian Ridge. You could probably read some of the federal indictment stuff online.
Okay.
And it was two guys. One was from Colorado, I know that. I can't remember his name to say. I could. I think maybe one was out of Oklahoma. There were two developers. They both kind of had their own little hands in it.
Okay.
But I'm sure that federal indictment stuff's online. So you could read into that.
Can we laugh at the guy in the car with no air conditioner?
You don't have AC?
No, I turned the car off.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm about out of fuel. I needed to get gas.
All right. Well, I hope this was a good experience for you.
No, I got pulled over by a cop. I haven't been pulled over by a cop since I was in the truck. And they always want money from you.
DOT collect money right then?
Well, not right then, but your window tint's too dark. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is. I can tell.
Interesting. Huh.
$75 ticket. It's cheaper to pay it than to come back to Iowa and fight it.
I have no experience with DOT of any kind.
I'm cynical.
This little hole is my only knowledge to law enforcement. It's my little area.
Right.
So
apparently, my host is telling me it's time to go if he's getting in the car.
Right on. Well, I hope
you don't carry car. I got his car. Your Collins.
Yep. He can write my name on one of his.
Hey, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
You guys have a safe trip back. Enjoy your time out here.
They're gonna go to Indian Ridge.
They're going where?
Indian Ridge.
Okay.
And then we're gonna. Where are we going? After. Oh. I'm not supposed to answer questions.
Well,
I told you. Tell him, do it, please, please.
If you go to Indian Ridge, just stay on the pavement, and
okay.
When you turn in there, there's looks like someday there might be a stoplight there. The things are up but no lights. That's where you turn. It's right where Indian Ridge is.
Okay.
But just to give you an idea, that is federal property.
Okay.
So, but nobody's ever.
Oh, so the feds will come after me now.
No, the only federal agents I've ever seen down there is when I ran up on a group of IRS agents. There was a car parked down there, and I went to go see what's up, and then these IRS agents come walking up, badge flashing. Why the IRS was involved, couldn't tell you. It's kind of interesting.
IRS probably doing an inventory for how much we're gonna. They ripped off.
They'll never get their money back, ever.
Most people get ripped off by those things. Never do.
Yep.
It's the small people who get screwed.
No, but anybody who bought property out there, I'd venture to say they're not small people. You know what I mean? They had money.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Some of those people, I've met people who they sold everything, they worked their butt off, bought this beautiful thing, and it hurts them.
Right.
How many little old ladies get scammed out of their $800,000 they had for all their retirement. Their husbands worked for their whole life by somebody, and
Yep.
you know, oh, she can
It's a
afford
shame.
it. Not in reality. You know.
Well,
Have a good night.
you guys have a
Good
good
one,
one.
guys. You too.
So what are you telling me, guy? If I would have shut up a long time ago?
Mr. Buell, have a good day.
You too. I got this fuel. So they're all telling me to shut up?
Shut the fuck up Thursday.
They don't know what weed smells like, obviously, huh? They might.
Watch me get stopped now for driving without my seatbelt.
They might know what weed smells
You're in a
like.
parking
I
lot.
might have just had to eat one or two in my pocket so that it wasn't gone. But that's what, and I'm muted. But that's why I would have rolled joints and nothing else, so that if I had to, I would have eaten it like I did.
Oh, yum, yum, yum. You had
That's why you were looking for your water.
rinse it down? Oh,
I gotta go to the boys' room. Since we're live, I'll be polite.
car.
Can you plug it?
Continue on Missouri 265 south for 3 miles.
Oh, here, you know what I can also do? I'll leave the ignition on.
Okay, guys. So
Do you want out of the car?
I want
Since
out
you-
of the car.
Let's see, where we at?
It's a finger trigger pulley thingy.
Hey,
Step on it.
if you want to leave that. Oh, you unplugged it?
And plug it. Kids are gone.
Hey,
Show is over.
if I.
Unfortunately, we don't have any wheels.
They told me 9 times weed's not legal.
I hear that.
Did you want to leave?
Water bottles.
Oh, here's this one.
We'll go refill them up.
You rock.
All right, guys.
Is it prepay?
Video. I want out of this video. No, we're not going to smoke the weed that's not in the car. That would be like late, wouldn't it? Smells like, well, I smell like weed all the time, right? I have incest disrepair smell. But they didn't pull me out of the car. They didn't ask me if I had any cannabis on me. And I didn't. It was funny. Thank you guys. Have a great day. It is.
I was.
Hello.
Hey, big guy.
Yeah, I got this one.
No, this is cheap. I got this one.
Didn't you buy the last one?
No, you did.
Okay, then I don't argue. I'm good.
We're
to
splitting
alternate
our
things.
trip costs.
Where are you coming from?
Well, we started in Colorado, went to Illinois, Chicago, Wisconsin, and we came down here to see a friend.
Ozarks. And
Is this the first time you got pulled over the whole time?
Yeah,
yeah.
they said I smelled like weed.
I might have been in the police department or in the city hall harassing the city manager about some $1.6 million.
And then we get stopped. So, oh, you smell like pot.
Might have been.
This white car on 3,
Yes, sir.
I know it'll be less than that, I hope.
You guys don't have a
re-
kickback card or anything?
No. No.
Okay.
Wait. Give me your kickback card.
I can't do that.
Oh. I'm going to give her whatever that does.
Trying to get me in trouble, man.
I need the receipt, please.
Jeez.
I wouldn't have told anybody, Debbie.
Yeah, but my
Oh, wait,
manager's
wait.
standing right
Put
here.
it on his kickback card. After. So I'll have the amounts. Thank you. You coming out, big guy? Or are you staying in?
I want you to find an item.
Okay. be healthy enough to climb in that big truck.
I'm a little bag of ice for this big truck.
You know, I'm not even good on ladders anymore. My knee hurts so bad stepping that. But if you got to work underneath of them, it's nice.
Hey, what's happening with those invoices or those tickets?
They're in there. One of them needs to be checked, but it looks like it went up, so I don't think we won, Bubba.
Playing the big one.
Well, maybe we won $4.
Hey, if we won
Don't
more,
forget
then
that, man.
$12.
Those are expensive.
All done?
Yep.
So I had to wait for him to come back so I could ask him, how do you know Andy? From his girlfriend. So, I was talking to him. Or his wife, not a girlfriend. He's married now.
All right, so you got 40, 13, and receipt.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Draw results not in.
That means,
It's not drawn yet.
am I a loser?
What's the date on it?
Is this to keep?
What's the date on it?
Yesterday. Not a winner.
Oh, this one will be 4 tomorrow.
None of our numbers won, huh?
We're losers.
Yeah, hang on to that one. That one still hasn't closed yet. Anything else we can do for you?
No. Have a great day.
Hey, anything good to eat here?
No, I think maybe we just actually get some real food for a change.
Okay. Have a good night.
Yep. You have a good one.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, you see what this? You know what that is, right? It's a receipt. Uh-oh, I gotta keep moving. Sorry.
Phone car.
You know how them tourists are, always screwing stuff up. Okay.
I'm blind, I couldn't move it, sorry. That's the way we should act.
Oh,
He didn't need them legs.
Sorry.
nope.
You far?
No, you're good. Alright. I'm not dead yet.
Most people act like
Oh.
this guy just did. Very friendly. And
I need